Good evening, guys. If you're hearing us, please. Good evening, guys. If you're hearing us, please indicate. It's a girl MJ and Richie here again. If you're hearing us, please indicate so that we can begin. We're like 2 minutes behind. Is anyone hearing us? Good evening, guys. Just waiting to hear for the indication that everyone is hearing us loud and clear. I am slightly hoarse tonight. And we seem to be having some internet issues. Is anyone hearing us? Okay, so good night, Dallas, Dart, what's that one? SS51. Okay, hearing us loud and clear. Danville, good night. Lieutenant Dunbar, okay, loud and clear. Okay, Gail, yes, okay. So good night, guys. Welcome again to another live. Richie and we're here again. We have been out for a few days, but happy to have you back online with us tonight. And how is everyone doing tonight? I am a little hoarse. Please bear with me. I don't know what is happening in regards to my throat, but I'm a little bit hoarse tonight, but still trying to get the show moving. Good night, Kenrick. Okay, guys, so again, welcome back. Richie is here with me tonight again. Good night, hot girl. Good night, Miss Perfectly Imperfect. Okay, guys, so we're going to begin. So tonight we're going to be starting off with Leoda Bradshaw, because she has been on almost everybody's lips for the past couple of days. Now, it was rumored on social media that Leoda Bradshaw is pregnant for a constable. Now, the Commissioner of Police, the top cop, Dr. Kevin Blake, came out on Thursday to say that she's not pregnant, but the police officer with whom she is allegedly involved has been transferred. So some people are asking, so why was the policeman transferred? Now, if you listen carefully to Dr. Blake's statement, he did not say that they were not involved, but he said that she was not pregnant. And so the constable has been has been transferred to another police station. So everybody know the story of Leoda Bradshaw, Philip Alwell's baby mother, who killed Philip Alwell's baby and her mother. So she's presently in custody awaiting trial for kidnapping, murder, and among other charges. Now, some people are saying that people are asking the question, so how comes that can happen? And I need you to understand that this is not the first occurrence that a convict who is incarcerated is involved with a police officer. And I don't think this will ever be the last occurrence either. Some people are saying that then it's a policeman alone. But as I spoke to a police officer this week, and he said, listen, some police not easy, because police they would all mad man. I've heard it over and over again, but to hear a police officer confirmed it, I was a little taken aback. I was astonished. So he also said that, listen, Leoda Bradshaw not seen road again anytime soon. What she have to lose? What she have to lose? She not jail and she don't want jail food. She want KFC and she want other things to eat. So if the policeman is willing and able, what she have to lose? She looking at probably 30 years or more for her sentence. What does she have to lose? She has anything to lose? She don't have nothing to lose. So she does what she have to do in order to survive and still live a comfortable life while in custody. It is what it is. That is how the policeman was looking at it. Not that he is condoning it, and not that it is okay, not that it is right. But from what he said, listen, it is a norm or something like well. People get locked up and police collect money and then go home and then go back to station when they're supposed to go to court. So it is what it is. This is Jamaica. And this is how we know corruption controls a lot of what happens in Jamaica. A lot of what happens. So Leoda Bradshaw is in jail, yes. The top cop says that she's not pregnant, but as all people say, say if she's pregnant, sooner or later, we will know. But he has not denied that she and this constable has been having sexual relations or are involved in a relationship. So, of course, we have Richard tonight. Richard, I don't know what is wrong with Richard because I don't hear him even call Tony from him start. From we start, but good night, Richie.
Yeah, good night, Mom. With them police, you see, a lot of people not understanding how that thing are really set with them, because like a girl like Leoda look good, and we just have to admit it.
She
Call a
is.
spade a spade. The woman hot. Now, which police, even one was strong-willed, I got see she smile with them and say, yo, you can't care back on KFC for me. And I'll offer favors. You see? I go really not do it.
What do you mean by, I don't understand that. What do you mean by would not do it?
Would not actually say, well,
Okay.
carry a bucket of KFC or carry one 3-piece meal and the two of them have times together in one corner in a station. Because remember saying, if a woman a look on 30 years to life, what does she have to lose? Because if you do in maths and you add 30 years to Leoda, we all know say
by the time she come out, she'll be in her 60s.
Fade, half fade. She can't look good same way 30 years from now. So what do you think say she go do right now? Considering say she knows say by the time she go get locked down, he not go get no more of this.
So she just have to do what she has to do. Right? That is what you're saying, Richard. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're talking from a male perspective though. Because that is the problem with a lot of men. They can't control them feelings. They can't control themselves.
No, man.
No,
but can't control feelings. I know can't control feelings. You tell me now, say, if me where there, me see a man, where there so, in a station, and a girl will look like Leoda, come to me. Remember say, considering the whole thing, say she out of my league. And she come to me and said that to me. You think say me? I go say no. Me borrow all money by chicken,
Just like that.
Me borrow all money. You see? And I want to know which man out there wouldn't borrow him money. And go pipe Leoda.
So it doesn't matter that no, there's a conflict of interest.
I want to think about conflict.
And you're not considering the fact. You're not considering the fact that there's no way if other prisoners realize what is happening that you can talk to them. Because they'll have lost all respect for you.
Nobody listen. But prisoner will lose respect. Hold on.
Yes, hold on. Not to mention the fact that you're also now placing your job into jeopardy.
I want to think about job.
So it's all about that relation. Yeah, talk to me.
No,
because I don't know if I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it
from a female.
Exactly, I'm looking at it from a female.
Remember, say females are different from males in terms of how they view sex and so on. All right, let me show you something. You didn't know, say, a man who can control himself sexually have much more power than the man who can't. You see a man who can look on a woman when she shoot naked and say, yeah, hear me, woman, rest your front. Me no want it. You go stay in there, so. You get what I say? No, you have to look on and understand, say, if Leoda they in that the station and set to one of them man with fair soft hands and nice nails. And know when son now catch her and say, carry KFC for me, you think he must say no?
Oh, so as Lieutenant Dunbar says, if she never lock up, she'll never look on the constable, which is true.
Yeah.
But she's now, her back is against the wall and she's desperate.
So Lieutenant Dunbar, look into it now. If him knowing himself say, that woman I wouldn't look for me in any other circumstances, you feel to say, he will make this a pass him. He prefer the unemployment line a kin into it.
But that's stupid though.
What's stupid in it?
I mean,
like you see,
alright, so this one now.
I think enough old people sit on one side of the veranda with them out long. I regret, you know. But when he can sit down there now and he did and he say, boy, I mean, I tell a lie, I mean, lose the work, but let me tell you something, there was a girl back in the day in Leoda, I said, girl look good. Me lose my work because of she, but right now, me alright.
So obviously, as Miss Perfectly Imperfect is saying, if he did, he doesn't take his oath seriously. Which is to serve and protect.
So Miss Perfectly Imperfect, you're perfectly imperfect in this. But so you think so that police and take that oath serious?
Some do. You have some that actually do.
But if you take that oath serious, you see, the vast majority carries and most of them don't.
Well, true.
Most of them don't.
Some people might get upset with this, but it is indeed a fact. Talking to other police officers, you realize that, listen.
Alright, remember, you know, if
anything goes.
When you say, police, they with all mad man. No, so? So if them won't touch mad man, a Leoda. As a matter of fact, Leoda never have to say nothing to him, good, make it offer.
That's a possibility too.
So, I say, then, one you know, like a jail food. We can't carry 1 3-piece for you, know what you say? So when more doing if you carry 3-piece and share all hard and he say, you can't show me your leg for 1 leg. Show me your leg for 1 leg. And if she do that, then he must say, oh, guess what me have next in her box? Me have 1 nice piece of breast.
Are you about to say?
Lord Jesus.
No, but seriously though, it is a really sad situation. It is really a sad situation when people are placed into custody. They're placed in the care of law enforcers. And regardless of how she looks, she's a criminal, she's a convict. You understand me? She is a convict. Want to not choose on one good night. As she's choose on one is saying, this gentleman has no regard for the family that has been lost. Right?
Oh, you mean the police? In terms of saying I do that?
Right. So the police officer is not only the family that has been lost. What about his family? Because he don't have a girlfriend, he don't have a wife, he might have children. What happened? A mother?
He have all of them, but he don't have the most important thing. Integrity.
Well.
Conscience. You understand me? Well, more important than all of them because here what happened. Most times when some man do there sitting here, you know, the last thing he think about, you know, all like consequences, you know. He think about that after. He get so caught up. Alright. Remember, say you have enough police where carry things going to station and go give man. Almost all of it in a jail cell.
We're taking
all contraband. A police carry in there. Almost all light. You see? You see what I say? So if them all carrying that, if you just want small money, because sometimes remember say even then catch one police for there, you know, for a little bit of money I try to carry contraband in there, you know. So you feel to say if she that's why more carry something in there. You know how you feel bossy on the road because guess what? In a early days, he never know would have touch one girl like this. You think say him I gonna make you pass him.
Hold on, before you talk about that, Radcliffe is saying the honest truth about this Leoda, she's looking good, the temptation is real, remember Adam and Eve. But then again, when you have you hold a certain position in society, there are certain things that are expected of you.
Yeah, but Lieutenant Dunbar, you say she look good but the crime was she involved in her would have turn you off. But you remember, say you have some man right now say, listen, she a murderer, so here when my girl come kill me with it.
Why not everything you just have to find us?
Sometimes you say you a kill me with it, because you're a murderer, come here.
No, but I'm still I'm still getting back to the point, Richard, where I'm saying that this man is a law enforcer who has been employed to uphold the law.
Mm-hmm. So?
But then again, you said, listen, a lot of them have no integrity.
None.
And because they don't have no integrity, anything goes.
Anything goes. Most of them turn so. Most of them stay so. Remember saying, no, if you look into it, alright, look at how much I police them. You say, when they can't get no work, somebody say, me can just go turn police.
Go join the police force. Go join the force.
No, no say join the force. They no said so. Me can go turn police.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get no work. Go turn police.
So being a police officer sometimes is like the last resort.
Yeah. So when you look upon it now, you know, I just know you start finding say some people with subjects and really do well at school, say them their ambition is to be a police officer. I just know because me I look upon the policewoman them nowadays, and me I say then where them a woman I come from, because they never used to look so good. Back in the day in the 80s and some shape bad woman, you know, shape like a door with two hand pan, you know. Some woman when you look at me I said, God almighty, me afraid of this a woman here. You said then how this a man have a skirt, you can't believe a policewoman. I just know me start to say some nice dainty girls, so I say, how this a girl I got end up and lock me up.
Mm-hmm.
She have to go text me and trick me, make me go in a jail and then lock the door back at me. Because he can't hold me lock me up. Nice and dainty and sweet. So even without enough people want to look at it now, see miss imperfectly perfectly imperfect say. So no woman on their road. Where you look at right now, a fish in a barrel that low hanging fruit, easy to get. You think you know why you to take out of him now if you go try to get to a woman like she out the road. When he can just easily just say, in just give her a piece of chicken. I'm not saying a chicken she get, you know. Because could have be a piece of jerk pork.
Or she could have been getting her meals every day.
Yeah.
Because
buy box food
because quote unquote this is her man.
Mm-hmm.
And her man are gonna look after her.
Mm-hmm.
So him just know
and
that
easier mining. Because
right.
he not pay rent because the rent is already paid. He not pay for no security because that is already taken care of. So the more do I buy 3 square meals and just carry a box food. So when everybody in there near me food where them cook and put in a wheelbarrow can go give them. She want to just cook up on her corner and go and eat her food. So somebody were in a jail bus too, you know.
not necessarily can also be another police officer.
Well, I don't know if one ex-police are going.
No, well, of course, because it's not all police don't have integrity. I would not say that all police officers don't have integrity. That would not be fair to them. Some people see
all
it.
right, but you remember when with all young police, them and they kill them at carnival. The ladies at carnival are wind up on them.
And they did not respond. They didn't respond. They were there on the
they
job.
Can't respond,
doing a job.
Everybody else see what the more one know who want to walk up on the smart button. He couldn't move.
So you're saying he did move because all eyes were on him at carnival?
Yes, man. He was standing at attention in more ways than one. So when me I look at now, going back to this, you can't blame Leoda for scheme. Because she's a schemer long time. I remember saying Leoda using head and getting man them to do a murder. A trusting murder, you know?
No, that is not the only thing. That is not the only thing. She used her head and scheme and get Patterson to agree to a meeting.
Yes. And I don't know if you understand, say, she even trust the murder. She trust the hitting her. Because until now, I know all her money paying. I trust you know. Who does that?
Leoda.
Who take out a hit pan lay away?
Leoda. Because in all fairness, she's a beautiful woman. And
he manipulate, because if you notice, she be a man, he get do it.
So it's a possibility that she's
same
also a manipulator.
Well, he does do it.
Okay, so good night. Janice is saying, has it been verified that this incident occurred? Well, as I had said earlier, Janice, that the top boss came out to say that she's not pregnant. But he has not denied that she was involved in a relationship with a constable. Right? So you're asking now, you're saying, why aren't we discussing why Paul, the mastermind, has not been charged? I would not get into that because We have no proof to say that he's a mastermind.
That is, all of them, they are speculations.
We have no proof, so I would not go into that to
it
say
only
that.
sound good for say him, you know?
Exactly.
And it sound like it makes sense, but there is no proof.
I would not go into that.
So it's not like nobody had take up for Paul or nobody afraid of him, but truth be told, none of we don't know if he really do it. Or if he's involved in any way. It just sound good for accusing.
Mm-hmm. So I would not.
You get what I say? I don't know like nobody had take up for politician. Nobody not doing that. What we are saying now is that say
so far, Leoda and the guys have been charged. They have been held, they have been charged, and they are waiting trial. There's nobody has come out to say that Paul is involved. And he might not even be.
Listen, me talk with police. We talk about them and something. And say, listen, yeah, that the woman, them man, every woman, almost every one of them will get locked up. You want to know when you're in trouble? Me say, if you are a woman and you're ugly, try not get in trouble. Because you really not going to end up in the same position like she. And remember, say, in all fairness, none of them police are not drop catch. None of them don't drop catch.
Well, as I started out by saying, when I was speaking to a police officer earlier this week, he said, listen, no just take police as you were saying, police going all mad, man. And that is, I stood there with my mouth opened and I'm like, I've been hearing about this for a long time, but to hear a police come out and confirm it.
Say, if as a police, he know.
Yeah, as a police, he knows.
Because maybe all the road then depend and see all man with one mother and then they realize I want to for them squad, you know. And that's about what that would do.
So,
I remember say them same one go up on the road, back road and all about and shake down the same seller them, you know. Mm-hmm. And get for them share too, you know. Yo, actually. I say all police, you know.
I remember one time when Mr. Adams had said that if he became commissioner, he might get rid of every single police officer and start afresh. And now when I look at it,
Janice, that's a good question.
Exactly what he's saying.
Janice is saying, why is that all the allegations you said that of him being scammed? Since the baby mother died. Because Leo died, do it.
But we don't know that either.
No, me I say that would have really spell sense. Like you say, the reason why he stopped is because the person who pull his string, he had them tie up. He had them under handcuff.
Or is it that somebody else that was doing it to get back at Pablo for whatever reason
and then the joke got too far.
Right, no longer needs to do this. We don't know. Because as she said, since a baby and the baby mother died, we haven't heard anything more about the scamming and the pictures and all kinds of stuff.
Tell you why I don't feel so involved. He belongs to the other party and they're quick to lock him up. Because you see like Sylvia where they lock up, they're lock him up. They're glad because it paints a more nastier picture on the party on a whole. Them would have lock him up. Them will make sure they lock him up. The other man them.
Is that a fact though? Because them always call each other because you're friends.
So why
both sides are friends.
So why they lock up that one there?
But Sylvia no member. He was a member of parliament at one time. Member of parliament. He's in politics, but he's not in politics. You understand me? So nobody no need to have him back.
Why when me know it though? As a lady I say, as Sharon say, Leoda fight theme and pay the price. But I like to know where my fight for so. As a man to man, me I say, because me no know. Me know when man ugly, but me no know when they look good. That's one weird thing with me. No. Me no know if it happen to other man. Me know when man ugly, but me don't know when they handsome. Mm-hmm. Like when me see a woman ball out and say, "Why you look good?" Me still wonder where my talk. But when me see one ugly man, me know him. But me still I say then, what drive this a sweet girl so? For she behave so.
Forgot on that type of limb.
Yeah.
I don't know, but she knows. She knows and we all know the end to this sad tale. That a beautiful young lady and her baby were killed. And now Leoda in custody and Leoda still will not go down silently. She will not go down silently. Her name will continue to be called even after she has been sentenced. Because Leoda says, I am Leoda. And everybody is going to know that Leoda is here. right? So guys, as Miss Perfectly Imperfectly said, it's like one big soap opera. And that is so true. So we're waiting now to see what we're going to hear so next in regards to Leoda, because she has used those men to commit a murder, kidnapping and murder. She used them. I know she uses a policeman who was transferred. I don't know where she's going to use, but Leoda seems as if she's an expert at being a user. Mm-hmm. She has mastered the craft because she trusts the contract hit. And man, them never get their money. Leeway she do it pan. Them in there with her. And now she went into this policeman's head somehow. Because look like him a simple Simon or something. She get into his head. And now he has been transferred. But what we're waiting on to see exactly is in the next couple months. Because we're going to hear if Leoda is really pregnant. But that we're waiting to see. So Janice says Leoda left Paulwell's house to meet Tashana. Paulwell's phone should have been brought in and searched to verify the correspondence between her and Paulwell. That would be a high-level investigation. But then again, we don't know if that happened and we were not made aware of it. We don't know. We're just assuming on the outside, assuming everything that we were not told that it may not have happened. Right? So we don't know. But Leoda is somebody who will not go down silently, obviously. She has mental issues. Well, let us watch and see in regards to where this one is going to lead in regards to Leoda Bradshaw and where she's going to be using along the way. Now, the next item that we're going to be looking at. Paul says, Lady Jones, it is not soap opera, it is politics. Well, oh yes. Dart says she has mental issues. I don't think she has any mental issues, you know? Really, you know? The woman does conniving. She's manipulative and she's a user. What are those adjectives and more would describe Leoda? Right? Manipulator. Exactly. She's a manipulator. So, moving on from Leoda, as I said, we're going to wait. If she's pregnant, it's not. In prison. Good night, Jennifer. Right. So we're moving on to our next story now. So, talking about two businesswomen from Clarendon that the bank mistakenly, the National Commercial Bank, mistakenly put $2 million US. $2 million US, which is equivalent, I'm checking it at 150, that's what, 300 million Jamaican dollars into their accounts. Now, these two women, Sheena Gay Smith and Amshana Campbell, were said to be the directors of Garden Trucking and Equipment Limited in Maypen. They are presently on bail in the sum of $500,000 each with one or two sureties. Now, what happened here, as a source has informed me, these ladies have a foreign exchange account under the name of the business that they're operating under. Now, it has been said, or I was told, that on one of these days, because I was told that the business is not a very profitable business, so on one of these days, these two ladies, or one of them, went to the bank and she put in 20,000 Jamaican dollars in her US dollar account. And when that lodgement was made, the bank was making some changes to their system. And it went into their account, instead of 20,000 Jamaican dollars converted to US dollars, it went into their account as $2 million US. Now guys, if you should go to the bank and you say you put in even $500,000, and when you look, you see account in millions. So they didn't see 20,000 Jamaican dollars converted into US, but they saw 2 million US dollars, which is the equivalent, as I said, checking it at $150, $300,000.
300 million.
Sorry, $300 million. What would you do? What would you do? So these two women now, when they went into they checked their account, they saw that amount. Now, I am being told, a little birdie has told me, that these two women who are the signers on the account are allegedly not the owner of the business. That there's a man behind the business, but he doesn't sign on anything for the account. That is what my source told me. So these women now went into the account and they saw the $300 million. I'm just converting it into Jamaican, right? They saw that, which is 2 million US dollars in their account. That is what they saw when they went. And would you believe it? That these people, because it seems as if them run a business, but they don't know about accounts. These people went into the account and spent the 300 million Jamaican dollars, I was told, in the space of a month. Space of a month. All of that there? Keisha said you should call the bank.
You mean they spend $300 million in a 1 month?
$300 million in a month. So
that not hard for the bank get you back because they couldn't near me.
You might be surprised. Alright, so let me just look at something here. So they went to court and the court did not grant them bail. And then they got the attorney, Hugh Wildman. So Hugh Wildman is their attorney, right? He's the one that is representing them now, and so he was able to get them out on bail. Now, the women are facing charges of simple larceny, engaging in a transaction. Engaging in a transaction. They are facing charges of simple larceny, engaging in a transaction involving criminal property, conspiracy to defraud, transferring criminal property, breach of the Cybercrimes Act, and access with intent to commit or facilitate the commission of an offense. Right? So the money was mistakenly lodged by NCB to their foreign exchange account at the NCB branch in Maypen. Right? Now, they are saying that they were in discussion with a company from Canada who was going to give them a loan for 2 million US dollars, right? So they're saying that they thought that the money was the loan. That is what they're saying. Now, for those persons who have accounts, foreign exchange accounts, or you have online banking, whenever any money goes into your account, it indicates where the money is coming from. It indicates where the money is coming from, right? So the other question that I'm asking is, if the people from Canada are giving you a loan for 2 million US dollars, as you don't use that for people and money in a 1 month, something is certainly not adding up here in at all. So they're saying that they were negotiating a contract with a Canadian company, LG Project Limited, to build a solar plant in Yorktown, Clarendon. She stated that the funds to be derived from that contract were to be sent to the same United States account held at the NCB branch in Maypen. So these ladies are saying that they saw the money in their account, and we honestly believe, you know the word, we honestly believe that the funds came from the Canadian company because 2 million US dollars was expected from that contract. Now, Smith stated that this money was taken from the account to conduct company businesses, including the purchase of equipment, motor vehicles, and to pay debts on behalf of the company. So in a 1 month, you then get a $2 million US dollar loan, and in a 1 month, Richie, you use half all of that? Something is certainly not added up. But of course, you know, them have a fairly good lawyer, so lawyer will tell clients what to say. So in February, on the 27th of February, the bank notified them that an error was made and wished for them to return the money. So they were invited to the bank's head office in Kingston, and a meeting was held with the bank's representatives. The police were called in after the meeting, and they were locked up by the police because, of course, the explanation that the bank was getting and the fact that they didn't have anything left the police were called in and they were taken into custody. So they are on bail and they are to report to the Four Parks police station in Clarendon on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. And a stop order has been placed on them and they are to surrender their travel documents. Now, listen to this. The judge ordered that the vehicles and equipment which they bought, which include a Honda Vista, a Honda Fit, a Toyota Voxy, a Toyota Probox, a tipper truck, a front-end loader, and backhoe are not to be sold or any lien placed on them. The vehicles are to remain with the dealers until the conclusion of the case. No further transaction is to be done in relation to an excavator, the judge ordered. And this is certainly a mouthful news. Because who spends 300 million Jamaican dollars in a 1 month? No, they said 300 billion Jamaican dollars in a 1 month. They said that they were getting the loan to do a solar project in your town. No, the things that I mentioned here, and one of them something they can do solar. You can use one Honda Vista or one Honda Fit or one Toyota Probox and do something solar.
Yeah, but alright, well on there, cause the Matt Snyder, you know, because 300 million, all of what them are talk about what them buy, still no amount to that yet, you know. So we still have one hole in it, you know. So if them claims, if them feel so them could have got there with that the argument and the whole water, them make a sad mistake. Because there's nowhere on earth you can get that amount of money and spend it off in a 1 month and in a year and you think you'll get away with it.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, they are saying that they're expecting a loan from a Canadian company to do a solar project in Clarendon. They're getting a loan from LG Project Limited to build a solar plant in Clarendon. They don't use the money nothing for solar.
All I know.
It's a whole heap of cars, it's a whole heap of flats in a go on.
So,
because people also spend money on things so they won't get caught. You understand me? My source also reveal that the man will get the Probox. Say him now go broke again for a sign life. So I'm like, how much of that money did he get? Or is he involved with one of these ladies that him say him now go broke again for a sign life? But they don't understand that this money has to be repaid. Because of no fear. It's the same thing, you know, Richie, if you drive go down the road, I used to want to bring crash, and the money drop out, I bring some take up it. You know that you'll be arrested.
If they can catch me.
If they can catch you. So, you don't think you bring some go have camera up on it? And nowadays everybody a drive around with dash cam. It is not yours. So you're a thief.
Well, you call me thief when me a hurry up for carry back down at the station if you catch me up on the road.
You say hurry up for carry down at the station?
Yeah, down at the station me a go and if them come at me yard, me tell them say no man, me come home for bathe off myself first, me a freshen up for carry it come.
So you need to freshen up for carry back people and money? You're a thief.
I'm not thief. You can't call me thief, me I sue them for it.
You understand me? So the thing is, no, Keisha is saying the money is that with somebody smart until this plays out. Keisha, there's no playing out to play out because the bank want back their money. And $300 million. Even with all of these vehicles that they bought, it cannot pay back.
Then there is 20 million. At the most with the equipment.
They bought a tipper truck and a front end loader and a backhoe. So probably they might say, let us say them spend
50 million.
50 or even $75 million. Let us put it at the high end of $75 million. Because I don't really know much about backhoe, now a tipper truck, now front end loader. Alright, let's just even put it at 100 million Jamaican dollars. When next $200 million there?
Go see how it pair of retarded girls them now. You see? I refresh their account every day if you see if more will go in there. You know what this remind me of?
Oh my God.
You know what this remind me of? This remind me of some years ago. You see, there was this pastor who come on TV. He did a whole lot about him a preach. And he said, when me pray for you now, and you no go home and if you no money on the bank card, if you go home and you should be in the ATM machine and money on the dry out and run.
No, but you're a thief.
No, me want to know now. If you need no money in there when you push your card in a machine, because him take your card and put in a Bible and pray over it. Him will make you know say fee prayer. Make you get $300 million because of course, if you get it 300 million, you know, remember one tenth. So him will look on 30 million. So 30 million for tithes.
No, but for a pastor to say that, what kind of pastor can you be?
Let me now tell you, man. So what happened now, you know, is that them are people that know I say are lucky, they're lucky, you know, them I say, listen.
They run to luck.
Yes, so them say, we have to spend your fast, that they don't realize that in there. This is how stupid them be, you know. Them are try to empty it quick. To clear all evidence of it being there.
Yeah,
so
but you can't clear that footprint. That's what I'm saying. That no, if these people are running a business, then nobody in them have no format sense about accounts. Nobody at all, no time to them. And the man that is behind this, because as I said, I heard that there's a man behind this, but he does not sign on anything to say that he's a part of the company. No, if this is true and this man is behind it, it means that the man control the money. So they must sign. Maybe right now they don't even get much out of it, you know. You know that though. Maybe right now them don't even get much out of it because if there's a person behind it, and they might puppet one in front. But no of them in a problem. You understand me? So they did all of these transactions online because of the online banking. So nobody went to the bank to draw no money to pay nobody. This is what I was told. Everything is done online. So the bank is able to see when them buy that, which part then do this, and which part then do that. Money must have been drawn, but I'm talking about the things that were bought. It was bought online. There was no physical change of cash between the seller and themselves. But no, these two young ladies are in trouble and they're on $500,000 or $350,000 bill. Let me check before I say. Right. They're on $500,000 bill each.
You're a problem now. You see, people now understand how enough people not too. I mean, you've never said they're not too bright. Because me can't understand how you would have feel say. Me know say personally. There's a bad side of me, you know, where even though you hear me speak and me go like me have integrity. Me no feel say if bank I go make mistake and put $2 million US in my account and me go down there to them about it. Me not go spend, you know. But me kindly just make it stay right there so.
Yes,
just make it,
watch it.
Yeah, make it go on. Me I watch it, them I watch it. Because you what bungalow enough for me now pick you up. Me I leave it right there. Make it stay right there so. Make it stay right there so. Me just go and watch it. Me just hope to God me not do nothing with my account. That's money I have to start draw tight for you go catch on pan and start dry out. For me I have to go pay back. But me I make it stay right there so.
And see if the day comes when they take it back.
Me no know if I'm gonna take me for me say, you know that little voice near there say.
But you have money in your account.
Go buy one Sinner KFC, man.
And online, see, I have money in your account.
Put it back.
No, but I will be stupid though.
Yeah.
If I see this in my account, me I go down my bank. Come in no trouble. And if you did it, you might something might happen, you get tempted. It just might. It just might. Something might happen where you're in a situation, you're back against the wall, and because you know so the money is there, even though you know it is not yours, you just might get tempted. So the best thing to do is to go down to the bank the next day and say, what is happening? I see this in my account, right? And I know I did not put it there. Can you explain to me what is happening? Can you explain how did this money get here, right? Kemat says the vehicles are about, no man, more than $15 million. The vehicles, especially depending on the year vehicles that they bought, the vehicles would value much more than 15. Because there's a Honda Vista, a Honda Fit, a Toyota Voxy, a Probox, a tipper truck. The truck alone is a pretty amount. The front end loader also and the backhoe. And they were also making payment on an excavator. So the vehicles itself would come to more than $15 million. That is why I just say, let me just give them a benefit of the doubt. And just say, right, then spend $100 million on the vehicles. For argument's sake, what the other 200 million Jamaican dollars there? Where is it? You understand me? now they are on 500,000. I think they should have been on a bigger bail, you know.
You mean
Not that they can run, well, they can go up on board.
They have them not money. A big bail, they go
So that it is saying that he's scamming. Let us talk about the imposter pastor. Jennifer, Mitch, come on, we need to voice. So, well, I am working on that, my darling, but we presently have to get a piece of equipment for that, so that we're able to facilitate all the WhatsApp calls. Remember, we don't normally go live, but now that we have started, we realize that there are some things that we need to get to set it up, so that we can certainly have you expressing your opinion as well. Then it said it could be a set, of course. Janice is asking, did they check the teller to see if she... No, it wasn't done by a teller, you know. There was a glitch in the system, Janice. There was a glitch in the system when they lodged the 20,000 Jamaican dollars to be converted to US dollars. There was a glitch. They said they were working on the system just as though they put it in here. They were working on the system and the system had a glitch. And then the system posted that to their account instead of the 20,000 Jamaican converted to US dollars. No, in Jamaica they might be working with somebody in the bank. No, Omar. From my understanding, and I'm talking about, it was somebody in the bank who gave me the info. They're not working with anybody in the bank. It was just a glitch. You know, the glitch in the system, every now and again they upgrade this and they upgrade that, and things like that happen. So JJ Fox said, me I go watch too. Me I come.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, sometimes it's a fat finger mistake, you know, when them are type, you know. You see? And you see when they zero their press, people just hurry up and cut and go through and do what them do. Because, you know what? If people them will post the money, can set up it knowing say,
it will come back to them. It will lead back to them.
So they not going to do it because them understand accounting. Who are work in there, they understand accounting. For every giver there's a receiver. They know.
Remember, it's the same thing that happened with the sisters at Sagicor?
Yeah. It will come catch you and they know. So
sooner or later.
Let me tell you when they would get to it. If they not work with somebody in there, then you would take longer for them.
It will take a longer time for them.
Yeah, not say they get to it. It will take longer. Because
just like with Andrea, remember Andrea that was at NCB, we build house and put theatre in our house and all kinds of things.
I want that man did that too. But when I say, if me, in this system here and me, see them give me 2 million US, me not see why me fi stay upon it. Unless me a police record. Can me a find way, me a buy one nice canoe and row off of this because me not stay here. Because me need to find somewhere else go. So when you come look for me, I mean I'm on this island.
Yeah, but your footprint. So that's why you're going on board.
Footprint,
but you can't carry the money. You carry $2 million US with you in a canoe. How you get the $2 million? You can't get back go withdraw. And if you go somewhere and it's online banking and you use it, then I'm gonna say where you withdraw the money. So how? Tell me, you're raw for the island, Richie.
Alright. How they end up with the There are ways of to take 2 million US out of the bank. Because them can actually go to some other people, go buy some sitting and say, here what you do. And them the man don't get no problem no, you know. So you say, here what now. May I buy this year from you? It value 20 million. See? So all me I go do is that say when me buy it from you or you do whatever, you are going to flip it around to give me back 15 million. Because without 5, you know, come in and my money. So a man realize if every money when change and take something feet, like him take something like a claim say buy sitting in front of him. And him not really give nothing in exchange. He can give back $15 million. Out of $20 million to spend. A $5 million he just making up.
Yeah, but you know what going to happen to him?
No, but that's why I say him will left in a problem after.
Because the bank is going to freeze his account, you know.
Yes, but
because that has happened to one of these persons that they bought stuff from. Right now there's a person who they bought stuff from where the man's account has been frozen. The man can't do no from a business because the man's account has been frozen.
But you know what next thing as you mentioned that's something here too. That them mistake happen so often. You know say most bank people they're not so bright like one time.
Well,
I'm being very fair and it might sound away. You see back in the day, he did take more for going to bank.
No, but you have to understand that. No, because everything is computerized. It's just one simple mistake, you know.
You just have a fat finger one.
Yeah, it's just one simple mistake. So, alright, Della said just 2 weeks ago, I asked that $80,000 be transferred from one of my account to another. And when I check it was $800,000 was being, because one extra zero. One extra zero make a mistake. So, their money now was, but the thing is, their money was Jamaican. That was supposed to be converted to US.
So that
but the 20,000 now become millions.
That's about 150 US, isn't it?
Not so much. Not so much? 15,000. Yeah, call about that.
150 US. So how you made that mistake when you see 150 US? You see
2 million.
2 million US dollars. And you decide, say, you're not even no make deal light pan you start spending your kinta crash of his penny.
But as I said, there are a whole heap of other persons that are involved in this. I not just the two of them alone. It's not the two of them alone, so I don't know. Listen, me not take a fall for nobody. Jail nice, no? I've never gone there, but I've heard jail food are nice. That is why Leoda asks in a something with the policeman to get different kind of meals, right? But it is just, it just, then, I think they knew. It's as simple as that. I think they knew that something went wrong somewhere. Because if they didn't, and they were going to use the money for the solar project, they would have bought solar stuff. And then we can say, oh, it's a genuine mistake.
Yeah, because you want to know, if I did for the solar project, you'll tell me say I say me that me have and then a problem with people.
Exactly. Because it money done in one month.
Yeah, if when they come to them now, they have 8 containers a solar panel. And one whole heap of battery and one whole heap of inverter and ball farm and thing. And you say, you mean I never alone? But you can't say, listen, when we're doing maths panel, oh God, they spend it on this for you. So you look like he got so for you.
But from what they have the judge has ordered not to be sold, and no lien must be placed on them. All it are those vehicles. Are vehicles alone.
Yeah, and so where is that money?
That is what I am asked. I would love to ask. That is what I would love to ask. And I'm sure the bank would also love to ask that same question. Where's Keisha said the money is hiding? All they need to do is start for bankruptcy. The money is insured. No Keisha now go so NCB now look at that. 300 million Jamaican dollars. They're not gonna make that slide. If people are there NCB for their money, you know. And depositors NCB depositors money, you know.
No, don't even give NCB that the idea they carry here then talk about some profit to them post. Out of them profit that and the people have money. They go about them business. You think them all claim them all do that? Them all sell that people who put their money in their bank of people money. But it just really crazy that some of us are so dishonest. A lot of us are so dishonest. Errol said, no, JBNN, you have nothing to lose, let it sit there. No, sir. Me very coward, you know. I mean, always overthink things. That is a problem that I have, which is a good problem. Me always look ahead and I try to say what can go wrong down the road. And what can sometimes will go wrong. So if I get up and I see that in my account, I am going to check. That is Murphy's Law that anything can happen.
Yes, will happen.
It might not happen to you, it might not happen now,
but and I don't know if it's going to happen to me. You understand me? So I not take a chance. If me see it in my account, I go to ask. You remember some years ago, there was a problem at, I think it was RBC at the time, in Maypen, one Christmas Eve. You don't remember that? Yeah, man, I think it was RBC. Because you know the bank they change names so often. But I think it was, at the time it was RBC in Maypen. And the ATM machine go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And when you go there for your 2,000, I give you $20,000, $200,000, you remember?
And people just start taking money.
And people just start taking money and just start spending money in Christmas. And they spend, and they spend, and they spend. And they had to pay back every single dollar. Because people just call people and say, my girl, you don't know, say machine this and people just go there and just collect money and just everybody goes to do big shopping for Christmas.
You remember say I did same way digital machine did get trouble when and I double up your credit, I so come then they start give people double credit.
Oh, yeah, they used to give bonus every
right.
first time month.
The first time a bonus come out, it was a mistake, When crowd draw everywhere and people just come and buy credit and I say yes for me double too. Me get and then they move it from double to just $100 extra
every month.
until then take them time
and just take it back. They just take their time and then just but you know that something like this happened recently in Nigeria too. Where there was a glitch with their system, a bank system, and people that get money, but they never did have it in their account. And they started to hunt them down. They found some already, if not most of them, and they have to be paying it back because it is not yours. So you're considered a thief. If you use what is not yours, you are considered a thief. And it is as simple as that. And you see that kind of title, eh?
What?
Thief. My mother always said, better than call her anything, but don't call her a thief. And I grew up with that kind of mentality. You understand? My mother said, listen, make them call her liar. Make them call you the word there. But don't let nobody ever call you a thief. And I grew up that way.
No, but remember, I said if you well, like all them will call them thief. But remember, him stealing that amount of money, it's misappropriation of funds or embezzlement.
No, not for them. It's
but
I call the blue collar, white collar people, them people in high society.
Them say
misappropriation.
Misappropriation of funds.
But for them,
no. About thief.
So guys, if you happen to see any money in your account and you're not sure how it get there, maybe somebody might, bless you up and send a family member might send some money to you. Before you go in your account and go up on a spending spree, call the bank or go down to the bank and find out.
You know how much people who have integrity? Send credit to somebody and mistakenly send it to your wrong number and say they send it back on you.
A lot of people not sending it back. No, but you know what? The other thing too, you have to be careful about that. Because there was a scam going around recently, where you get message say, listen, sorry, I sent money, like I sent $200 to your account, and I mistakenly sent it because it was supposed to go to somebody else. They were doing that recently, So the one that you can't really use the one as an example. I am saying, you never rob nobody, so you can't call a thief.
Because what I want to know, as JJ Fox said that, you see, if you get up one morning and you see one suitcase in your yard, and when you wonder what this is, and you take your time, use all one tick, move up music, and you look full of money. You look left, you look right, you don't see nobody. And then when you look along the road, you see one police car or one crime scene. And they say they kill 2 robbers down there and they must search all boat. And they must say, if money dash for somewhere boy, but they don't know where. From between point A to point B and they're not sure. Would you call them and say, officer, it seems as if this is the money you guys looking for. What you do? And they're nowhere near you.
You know, so I'm going to give it up.
You
know might not necessarily give them 2 police there.
God have mercy. Oh, you reach 2 police.
No, I mean, like you want them on the crime scene, I might not necessarily give them. Because me fear if me give them, they might take it.
Yeah, so at that mother do to carry inside. And then if nobody see me, then me say, the same thing, I trust me, not trust them. But at that time, me put here, so I'm afraid to come out with the car, me know them a watch me. But as long as me keep that in there,
and nobody
and
realize.
It pass 1 week, 2 weeks, 3.
Alright, so alright, let's just say though. So if you're walking on the road, and you book up on an envelope with some money. You book up an envelope with some money in there. There's no address on the envelope. There's no form of identification on the envelope. But it's a substantial amount of money. What would you do?
Alright, well on there now. Answer this to me now. You ever see one letter go out and if you don't have any correct address, it have to return to sender, no so. And if no address not depend it, then postman don't know if you do with it. No so. So if no name not depend or nothing, what me gonna do with that the money there?
You can't to the station.
Oh, if you care guys station, then the police not gonna laugh and say
no
name not depend this.
No.
Only name depend name them with the man them for the money, you know? What me do with it? Alright, tell me what me do.
Alright. Somebody know my scenario.
If me put it down. And Mrs. Somebody come now and them mention it on TV or wherever say this person lost some money. And then when me go down to meet her matter, me realize that person you lost his money. You go give them back your money. But if you really drop you off a station and then when the person asks now, me go down there and say, me give them a police and them all up on me and say, me?
No.
You give me money?
No. With everybody up on social media, you see? If you put up a notice and listen, I found an envelope with some money. You don't tell how much money in there, you don't tell the type of currency either. But I found it on so street. Right? If you were the one who lost this, I will be taking it to the police station. When you take it to the police station, they give you a receipt to say that, listen, this person took in this amount of money. If you put it up on social media, the person who lost the money is going to go down there to claim what is theirs. There are so many things where they can maybe lost money they have in a bank.
No, me personally wouldn't take it, you know.
That's what I'm saying, that me not go just walk and just come and go to station and say.
You go give police. You see? No, sir.
No, but just I go just take up your and care go give police. As I said, there are so many different avenues now with social media that if you put it out there, the person who lose it is going to see it, or somebody will see it. And so listen, me see it, and somebody say them find it, and then care go left it down a ex-police station.
You care go station and I write in front of the police, good luck me envelope and girl, you square and say, you go buy 2-3 pieces.
No.
Never realize you're not gone yet.
No. That is why you go there and make them give you a receipt. Or if you're afraid, can you go up a commissioner office and find the superintendent. Somebody, not just a constable, but somebody with higher authority. If you say, listen, me find this. Me not think if you take it. Because we just don't know what the person who lost it wanted it for. And it is not yours, and bottom line, it is not yours.
No, because you know, if somebody lost their money, me not take it.
It is just not
me
yours.
Personally not take it, but if you go take it, you want police. That one they kind of tricky.
No, me not keep it. My conscience I go bother me, and this is as simple as that. So they were saying that is larceny by finding. And Errol said, take it to the authorities. They say, I agree, it's a crime to take that money. No, JJ Fox, you see you? He's a real bad broke. Police have all laugh at you and take it for themselves. As I said, if you're afraid to give it to, say, a constable or a corporal, get to your soap. Get to your soap.
You know, sir, it is all well and good. You remember one girl when did I go to one person one time and they find one bag of money in a ABM machine?
ABM Kingston.
And he really
she found it in Central Police. I'll never forget it, in Central Police Station. Because there's an ATM at Central Police. That was where she found that money. Where the security guards were supposed to load the machine. Leave the whole bag, the sealed bag of money inside. You remember? And she said she was going through a whole lot. And she handed it over. And she did get the whole of people that award her. Because I remember one time they were also sending her back to school. And all that, because they said she wanted to go to her to learn a trade. So sometimes, and most of the times, honesty pays. Keisha said, boy, that depends on my state of affairs. I prayed to God last night.
Because, you know, remember one time Mama and I talked about the same money, you know, and he said, listen, if when me find the money, if somebody come on TV, if they're well young, then can walk back feet. If they're well old, when they do it. He said, but listen, me not give
that was so mean.
So, it look like you have the right in that middle part of sweet spot if you hand it over. Because I said, if they're well young, then can walk back feet. And if they're well old, when they do it.
So, you have to do it in an injury.
Right in that sweet spot there.
I wonder what that sweet spot is. So that
why
means
me not you have that much wiggle room.
Much you know, say, one way or another affair. Find that skippers, losers, sweepers.
Yes.
But guys, we're going to be following this one up with these two young ladies to see what the end result is going to be in regards to this 300 million. We can't stop saying it, you know? 300 million Jamaican dollars.
You know how we spend off 2 million US if you're there in the US. If you're there in the US, if you're there in the United States of America, you can't just spend off 2 million US, you know? Not that you can buy one big house, you know, one of them big splendor house. But if you really go buy little thing, you know, easily spend off 2 million US.
It will take a while. But remember, say full money still not no value, you know. But 300 million and 300 million.
Oh, what yeah, man. You still have to go hard if you spend it. I just 30 days, you know. And look at the time I fly fast. Oh God, man. Remember say day them can't face.
I 100 million a day.
Yeah. How you do it?
I don't know.
But 10 million a day.
Yeah, 10 million a day rather, sorry. My maths just go away a while ago.
Oh, you will spend $10 million.
It's not hard if you buy a vehicle per day. Or so, 2 vehicles. It's not hard.
Well, if you buy 2 vehicles per day, you're supposed to have then the vehicle there is 60 vehicle or whatever vehicle. So them over there.
I don't know, but as I said, it is their heads now on the block. So they must decide. Remember, guys, to press the like button and like up the video.
So you feel so they must sleep there now?
Oh, them for sleep. They can't sleep, especially if they don't know where all their money there. And especially if they did not really get anything out of it. Don't forget the part there. If they never really get anything out of it, there's nowhere comfort. No matter what they used to love to eat, it not taste good anymore.
You know, so contrary to you think you might never bother them.
Yeah,
some people
that's
understand.
stupid. Well, if you don't bother them, they're really stupid.
Then if they really don't do this with this money, you think I'm bright, them bright for do that then.
Alright, so moving on, guys, to the other one. So Dallas is saying Section 3D of the Larceny Act. Okay, sir. See that? And Errol remembers the incident in the with her baby on her side. She went in there with her baby on her side and she found the bag of money and she took it right and gave it to the police. So we're moving on now. So since recently, news has emerged about an area in St. Elizabeth that is known as Vineyard. Now, Vineyard is a community near to Arlington and Fullerswood, and they have been experiencing a serious upsurge in shootings and murders. So, since this week, the police had imposed a curfew in the area, and citizens are saying that, listen, the curfew and everything we want to do now, long overdue, long time we are waiting for this to happen. So, now, according to a source, because I was under the impression that Vineyard has always been a nice, the rural communities are nice and quiet, but according to a source who informed me that a long time now Vineyards are get trouble, because he remembers a boy going over there to go play cricket, and when they go over there go play cricket, and then they go over there go play cricket, then stone them. So, Vineyards has had a not so good reputation for years now. Now, as I said, a curfew was imposed in Vineyard, and they had extended that curfew this week because there has been an upsurge in shootings and murders. Serious gang conflict is presently going on, because if you realize nowadays that one time you used to have some nice quiet communities that people used to say, no sir, I want to live so and so, I want to live so and so. Looking around there, you hardly can find any communities like that again. Some communities that you hear where robberies, murders and shootings are taking place, you never even hear about them in the community the Friday day ban. Yes, I never hear about that the place yet. But these hoodlums seem to be popping up everywhere, here, there and everywhere, and they are creating havoc. So the police, as I said, had imposed a curfew in Vineyard, and the curfew was extended until, was yesterday, today's Friday. It was extended up until Wednesday. Now, from what I've heard from a source, one of the problems that Vineyards is suffering from is that there's a DC in Vineyards who is allegedly one of the biggest violence producer in the area. Now remember, we started talking about police with Leoda Bradshaw. Now we're back to our police, but this time it's a district constable who is in Vineyards and creating havoc along with his sons in Vineyard, who look like say nobody else in the community but them, because of them alone in want to run things in the community. Now, this DC, I'm going to call him DCX, because none of these allegations have been proven, even though people in the community talking about it. He has not been charged and he can't manage a lawsuit. So he has not been charged. So I'm going to call him DCX. Now DCX and his sons are creating havoc in Vineyard. Havoc. Now, I was told that this DC has a son who had joined the JCF and was in the JCF for about 2 to 3 years, and then he was kicked out of the JCF because of his behavior. And he's now back in the community planting ganja, because they say it's one of those 3 communities that I mentioned earlier are ganja producing communities, right? That is what they do. So now he's back in the community planting ganja. Now this recent upsurge of violence in Vineyard, according to my source, it started from an altercation when we had the last local government election in February. So DCX son, his son was a member of the Jamaica Defense Force, was involved with an altercation with a man at a polling station. Now it is said that this DC's ex-police son drove down his car on the man to hit the man with the car. And a deputy superintendent, identified as Deputy Superintendent Blake, who was on spot, saw what happened. And he not do no more than drop the boy and get the boy, go to the car and get the boy a couple slap. Now, DCX realized what going on, because you know, sir, as far as him concerned, not him run things, a film here and him run things. So when him see that happen now, because the superintendent was not dressed in uniform, my boy decided say, what going on, sir? I'm going over there to go defend his son. And when he went over there to defend his son, he recognized that it was the deputy superintendent. So my boy walk up into a big wall and my fellows go walling corners and go licking wounds one side. Now, the altercation that happened between this DC's son and the other man has led to a number of shootings and even murder. On the 2nd of March, a young man identified as Tevin Williams, 29 years old. He is from Dougal Road. That's a road in Vineyard. And another man, they were among a group of patrons inside a shop in his community, a bar, when armed men alighted from a vehicle and opened gunfire, hitting Williams and another man. And they were taken to hospital and Williams was pronounced dead. The other man received a gunshot wound to his leg. Now, Williams, this young man that you're looking at on the screen, people decent pitney, who not involved in a nothing but them involved in a decent people pitney. He was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. The wrong place at the wrong time. And so he was killed. He was killed. So sometimes we see some people and we they have a bit to say, I want him do now. You see people being killed and the first comment is, I want him do now. Because we have seen it over and over and people say it. And all the time when somebody dead, them do nothing. Because this young man didn't do anything. He was just at the wrong place at the wrong time and get caught up in something that he was not involved in. So a mother has been left to mourn. Sisters, brothers, auntie, grandparents, cousins, friends are mourning the loss of this handsome young man who had nothing to do with whatever was happening inside of the community. So they said the war now rise up again because of the altercation that happened when they had the local government election, right? So both men were taken to hospital, as I said, and this young man was pronounced dead. I was also told that this young man's mother was approached and she was told that it wasn't her son that they were after. No, the nerve of these people. After you kill a woman good pitney, you got to tell her, say, no man, I never fear son, me did want somebody else. Because what happened is that the guy that was involved in the altercation with DCX son at the polling station was also inside of the bar. So he was the one that they went for. And for some reason, you know, so most of them boys can't shoot. Because even though they have gun, them are coward. So they just shoot wildly. They must shoot wildly and kill a woman good pitney. And the person that they went for will happen so many different times. Somebody who then go for gun about them business. And somebody who not involved in nothing at all get caught up in this. So this young man was killed. Because he said that when he heard the shots, he ran. And he was shot. And he died. He has not yet been buried. Post-mortem has not yet been done. This happened on the 2nd of March. So he was killed innocently. Now, this young man now that was involved in the altercation with DC ex-son, they make after him again. They make after him again at St. Elizabeth.
Shot fly to the man. Here gunshot. Shot of fire alive. Whoa! Police them pull up out this a while ago. Police them run gone. The man them gone over the bridge. They move the child on them down a blood clot. I make a me with my car load.
One of the persons that was shot had nothing to do with what was
shot. The shot fly to the man.
The wrong place at the wrong time. So they went to shoot.
Police them here gunshot. Shot of fire alive. Whoa! Police them pull up out this a while ago. Police them run gone. The man them gone over the bridge. They move the child on them down a blood clot. I make a me with my car load.
The car that the hoodlums were traveling in, the DC was seen coming from the said car about an hour before. So the same car would drive up the Black River Bridge and shoot up the place. He was said to have been seen coming from the same car because it is his son and this man were on the altercation. Mr. B don't know what to them people make for them head of the hat, so. I don't know what led to what caused the altercation, right? But the altercation happened and his son drove down the car upon the boy and the policeman see it and cut it off right there, so but them decide say he beef not done it. Right? He beef certainly not done it. So 2 times now they make after him. And the 2 times they make after him, they miss him. And they shoot innocent people. I don't know what is wrong with some of them chichi head boy. I don't know what is wrong with them. You can't go so go on can't shoot, you know an idiot. I don't just roll up on people. And that's why they just go and shoot innocent people. Because them can't shoot. Them are idiot. And them roll up on people and shoot innocent people. Right? Because this CFDC, it was some years ago that they said that he killed 2 young men in the community. And of course, my DC not come out of it. And now he have his son them create havoc. Him and him picked them. Then said nobody can go to station go report nothing. Because as soon as you go to station go report nothing, him call back the community and say, listen, XYZ. No, how can this man? Because just like how we hear the news, police are hear the news, the super hear the news, inspector hear the news. Why is it that this man is still in the police force? That is my big question, Richie. Why is this man still in the police force? If everything that he has been accused of doing, he has done or done some of it. You see why corruption can't happen? You see why people fear to go to police station to make complaint when something happens? Because you don't know who you are complaining to.
So you think complain to your enemy, you know?
Exactly.
Or your friend.
Yeah. Because they said all them don't know are rob people. When people them plant them weed, the young man them plant them weed in an area. Him no rob him, the man him boy thief weed. I remember, you know, police are ramp for sell weed, you know. No ramp, you know.
Can they know all that weed spot there?
Yeah. You understand me? So, they have shot at this guy who was in the altercation with DC ex-son twice. Missed him twice. And shot 4 people. 2 persons in each incident. And him walk up and down. Quite alright. Right? Now, last week, a young man who they say is originally from Slipe was shot in Watchwell. And this guy they said lives in Pampen and here near Black River. He was allegedly the driver of the motorcycle. Because before I get there, before I get to that shooting, so one of DC ex-son about 2 weeks ago was shot in his foot. So you see what going on? Altercation happened between his ex-police son and this man. Then go to the bar, go shoot up the bar and kill the woman, go pitney and shoot the other guy. Then go Black River Bridge foot, that's all. Go shoot 2 more somebody A man still escaped. So this guy now is in the altercation with him that they tried to kill twice. Him and one next one for the vehicle of choice. Because when you know Toyota Axio, a motorcycle, went on a shooting spree and shot DCX other son in him foot. Wanna see mix up? Wanna see problem? No, we see sometimes in terms of the chain in relation to crime. Right? So him and the ex-police son have an issue. And he got shoot the other brother. I remember the other day somebody was saying that the young lady that was shot, Opal, on Marchpenny Road, at the phone on Marchpenny Road, she was not she wasn't the one that they wanted. It was a family member, and they couldn't find a family member. So then shoot she. Can't catch Quaco, you're catching shot. So the young man now in the altercation with DCX son, no do nothing more than go shoot the other brother. Shoot the other brother in 9 foot. Him and one next one go upon bike. Bam bam bam, shoot him, right off, left him. Right? Now, after him shoot the brother in the foot, the one that ride the bike, but me say, they said that he's originally from Step and was shot somewhere in Watchwell, but he lives in Pampen, which is an area near Black River. He was shot. So then go shoot him. But as me tell you, so then can't shoot because he received gunshot wounds to his foot. So I don't know if I run him a run and that's why he catch it. You understand me? If he had to be shot, he would have been shot in his foot. So it's just a whole heap of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So the police was there in Vineyard and everything they quiet. Guys, remember to press the like button. Everything in Vineyard was quiet, that the police were there. People, looked forward and let the police answer them, wish they wouldn't have to leave. But sooner or later they have to leave. So everybody now is on edge because they say, listen, curfew over and police gone. They know what is next. The war come again. Because the war not done. You understand me? The war not done because the war not go done until somebody dead. Or the only way the war might done if the police go down there now and just lay out some of them flat who in the gang, lay them out flat on them back. That might cool off the place a little bit.
You kill a violence producer. So.
Yeah man. It might just cool off the violence.
Mr. Minto, call where we number there. Make we tell you who.
You understand?
And you just get rid of them. And you can get for sleep. And the people can get for sleep.
No, but you have to get rid of son them too. But you have to get rid of son too.
And that's not hard. Kill him. Papa off that they head there first. Come on. So, Mr. Minto, if you say you don't know who, and you feel like a trouble, call we and we tell you who.
But this is just ongoing. It is
ongoing.
ongoing.
It can't stop because it don't make, let me show you something. I see something when they talk about man where they're in a jail. And if you really consider say when man do a road or get trouble, there's the easier way to do it, Dumb him in a jail, dumb him in thing there from him. Lock off all of them kind of communications there. Because you can't give man them phone and then cock up in there and make trouble.
No, but remember them said that even in Hanover right now, the man who then sentenced someone in 2017. Him a create havoc from 2017 in their prison. And him a create havoc saying when still a send out calendar get man killed. But the problem will never be solved. And will never ever be solved unless corrupt something happen in my community and I can't go to the station and go report it because I don't know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, because
because I remember them always said Jamaicans have an informal culture, Jamaica is a country that has an informal culture where people will talk. But people can't talk because they're afraid to talk.
Because they know your repercussion.
Exactly. So how will crime ever be solved if people have to stay mute?
No, people feel to say Jamaicans are not informal,
We are. They have said it.
But people don't know. I remember some years ago, I said, I got GPS about a matter. And when I sit down in my cubicle, me and one woman in the other cubicle, I tell them both in neighbor a thief light and which part they go look for your wire and where wire and I whisper in there and me here. And he said, neighbor, you must listen, when you not come, if you not come down, try not look at me even call to me.
That's what I'm saying, that people will talk.
Yeah. So
but people are afraid
they're
to
not
talk.
sure. Because can you imagine now if she did not tell them about the neighbor? And when she tell them about the neighbor, only if you find out that we might talk to my neighbor friend.
No. You heard her. Suppose you didn't know her or know her neighbor.
And come out and
because there's not a channel for her to secretly communicate the information. You understand me? So
and she then her cubicle talking that strictest of confidence but me hear her.
Because you're fast enough.
Yeah, me fast man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
not gonna make that pass me. As long as Mrs. Somebody attack and me realize that they know why me here, me I try my best to hear. For you know why me here, me need to hear.
So guys, this is what is happening right now in Vineyard. As I said, Vineyard was an area that was not really too quiet. But maybe they sleep a little bit. But now the anxiousness rise up in a Vineyard. Because this DC is feared in the community. Because only have government gun. I hear that he has a licensed firearm.
How you get that?
You don't have to get it. Because
I'm
a DC, but if there's nobody, if there's no record of him giving trouble, where you think I got him? She no give him gun. You get what I'm saying? Because nobody is willing to go to the station and say, bah, 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 because they can't. Because the station, same place in a vicinity. So, because remember, it's a DC. It's a district council in a district.
A DC?
It's a DC.
And a real police. Hold on, wait a second. A DC?
A DC.
That time when they wear a sky blue
Yes.
with the crest on it.
Right. The community police.
DC.
Mm-hmm.
The DC I make trouble.
Mm-hmm.
The DC.
So all this time I'm talking, you tell me not have.
I think I even want constable, but I don't know a district upon it.
Yeah, district
Yeah, man.
constable. And my create havoc down there. You understand me? So no, people are scared because the curfew has come to an end. And them knows that from the police then leave out of the community because people say them listen, me like to see the police in the community. Because even though we cost them so much, we still need them, and we love them and we appreciate them, You understand me? Because no matter what kind of integrity they have, most of them, when they did end up on duty, some of them really do a good job. Some don't. But when you're there, when you feel a sense of security when they're around.
As 2 shots start fire, everybody said, they're away police.
Exactly.
As much as
a sense of security when they are there. So the people, had a sense of security for a few days. No, they are worried because they say, well, when the police come, everybody run through Mangrove. A pay foot bottom through Mangrove, everybody gone.
You mean that are criminal them?
Yeah. Because the more you say police are coming up. Because remember that the police that are doing the curfew don't come from police stations around. So the DC here. So anything happen, as soon as it happen, if a radar go on, he pick up his phone and he call them and he say, listen, XYZ, every man knows so them take up them for live. So they did that as Brittany said, yeah, they might terrorize the neighborhood. What do these people do? What do you do? Who do you confide in to say, listen, this is what is happening. So me have a video footage here. This is what is happening. This is the person that is doing. What do we do? What do we do as a people? When you know, so listen, me have evidence to say, I just go on.
You live at one place, you have no choice. At this you live, at this you spend the rest of your life. And you're going to make another man in it now. I'm going to make your life hell.
Yeah,
no, me and you not turning this. I'm not left.
So what are you going to do? Explain to me.
Me going to report your...
Where? Where?
If me can't report, then me must can left out of the district. Me don't need to report to them.
Yeah, but people are scared.
Problem.
People are scared because they don't know who.
Yeah, but when me say I have a problem, and because of that now, me prefer take one vehicle and go I commissioner office.
Mm-hmm.
And go say me need audience with the commissioner because me have a serious matter.
You know what I've always thought about? I've always said that they should have a hotline, but it should not be manned by Jamaicans. So a hotline don't even in Jamaica.
But you mean like how you have a call place them and then in call centers?
No man, yeah, but not call centers. But
but me say just like that law enforcement.
Right. See, you have the hotline somewhere else in a different country. Where people can India. Where people can confidently call in and say, this is it. And then the information is relayed to like the commissioner's office or somewhere, You get what me saying? So people can feel comfort. And I think if we had something like that, crime just might decrease. Because, as me say, we have a informer culture. We have it in a way. But the problem is we are scared. Because look, see, me I talk about this, everybody runs scared and nobody not answer me, nobody not nobody not answer up because they are running scared, which I understand. Which I certainly understand. So this man in Vineyard with his son and making the people them uncomfortable in their own place. It can't work. How you feel? Where you supposed to uphold the law?
How you feel? You feel sweet.
But him supposed to uphold the law. That is what.
Yeah, but he feel sweet. He intentionally to sitting in a ram.
So it gives him power. It just really crazy. And if you know say all of this stemmed from one little altercation. Local government election altercation. I don't know if it was politically motivated in terms of one being PMP, one being GLP, I don't know. But instead that him drive down the car upon a youth. And that's where it start from. You understand? Because some people feel say. Some people feel say. Because you don't know me who. Me a so and so. Me come with certain kind of power, you must respect. You know them way there? You have to respect me. And that can't work. Because what are we created equally? You in a force and then kick you out of a force. Because of course, my father they encourage him to join the force and going as a constable. He never going as a DC, but he going as a constable. And in another 3 years, then kick him out. Because the man is not going to pick them good neither.
But if
they pick them not grow good.
Teach trouble where him again. Teach trouble where him again. You see? Him not nobody. Him sound like somebody where can tell nobody nothing. It
just crazy though that so many other communities are experiencing stuff like this. We start from one simple altercation. And a lot of communities are experiencing stuff like this. A lot of families are in turmoil because of stuff like this. One simple altercation we can just easily talk over. But for everybody feels that they have gun, they start making gun talk for them. Because they're gonna talk for them. Then they lose all sense of reasoning and everything. It's gonna talk for them. And it can't work.
Remember some man have gun in there, they don't take talk, you know.
And make it worse than can't even shoot.
It's like this argument, you know, they will shoot you, know.
Yeah, but they have to learn you to shoot you.
Yeah, man. They never put it on you. They put it right by your bus.
Because an element of surprise too. Because we realize enough I drive by shooting them. An element of surprise, people did play domino and then back turn to them. And then just go there and put a gun on them and shoot them. Because they can't shoot. Because they got 2 times. Not that it is right. But 2 times they go for shoot a man away and him in an altercation. And shoot 4 other somebody. For 1 man.
You shoot after 1 big man.
And shoot 4 somebody. Kill 1. Kill a woman good pitney. You understand me? The okay guys, the modern day Jezebel. And Delos are very informative. Thank you very much, Delos. You understand me? It is happening too often in different communities. Where people are running scared. Because there's 1 bad apple with a maggot that is creating havoc. 1 number bad apple will start a war. And then the war escalate and get out of hand. Sometimes end up in different communities. Because you might in a war and you left from this and gone over Monkey Town. Right? So you left your ear and gone over Monkey Town and then come over Monkey Town and come shoot you. And end up don't even shoot you and shoot somebody else over Monkey Town. So now you Monkey Town and them man over here so in a war. It is crazy. It is crazy. And every day we get up, X amount of people are dying. Even though from the day not so much gunshot to kill away of an accident. But it is one or the other. And I see him like a fleety head boy, them will drive on a certain kind of vehicle who can drive. Because then the Swiss from keeping car up on the road and staying over your side of the road and driving. You understand me? It is too much. When they not come up on bike and kill off people, they might come up in a car and they shoot up people. And they shoot innocent people. If you're the man that worry, you want to go out there, someone and go like in a western and people used to, the fastest man draw and kill the next one. Why they not do that? Because all of them have gun. Yeah, well, them have access to gun. So go there now like in a Western. Remember when you watch Western? If I says draw, you know say certain man you know in a war with him because he fast on you. They need to go do that. Because they might kill too much innocent people. Because they can't shoot. And they might idiot. Nothing as dangerous like a idiot with a gun. Bad things are going to happen. Anyone idiot walk around with a gun. And that happen, how PAE that walk around with a gun. And just a shoot off innocent people. Too often you hear say, listen, no man then kill him. What then kill him for? Me no know. But when you see it on social media and put up a picture, yeah man, he do something. And everybody do something. And everybody will get gunshot do something. Because the lady's son never do nothing. All him do, I just out there, all meds and have a drink. So him there at the wrong place at the wrong time. You understand me? And kill the woman pitney. And right now, not even autopsy can done because there are not even enough pathologists on the island for do autopsy. And number of cases are being backed up in the courts because there's nobody to do to conduct autopsy upon them. 2 pathologists upon the whole island. So everything is a chain.
I did one, I did Rice and Clifford.
Yeah, man.
But them the time that me wonder if I did more people that dead.
No. Ain't more people in that dead. But I'm just saying though that every day they shoot this a 1 year. I think it was yesterday I saw a photo. I got a photo of a young man from I think his Granger was killed in Montego Bay. But them so they came guys in hospital because he's a cabinet maker. Alice Sanders step on him same way. And when I went to social media to search for him, everybody is saying, listen, a good youth. Everybody has to see a good youth. Me not hear nobody come out and say, listen. You understand?
Oh, him, you should have dead
exactly.
Kind of sitting there.
But everybody come out and say a good youth, hard-working youth. And there was a link, and when I went over to his Instagram page, he make like bedside tables and stools and, you know, he might contribute to society. And then shoot him. I want to know why. Nobody knows why. I maybe never know why. He was killed. I'm weary. I'm tired. Every day I get up, somebody dead. Sometimes so many persons die that it is too much to put it at the news. Too much. Because when I already accused me, I say, how you sad so? How you use this? And but if I should ever, one day maybe I need to do it. Put everybody that was killed in the news. I want to really and truly say exactly what is happening on this island. Every somebody were dead, I don't know how I go do it. But I have to go maybe take 2 pills before me do it. And say, alright, today is the day. And I can guarantee you that you will not watch 5 minutes of the news. You will not, because it's overwhelming. It's stressful. But something needs to be done. The corrupt police officers, when the police words, need to be taken out. You need to get rid of them. Because the problem too is that when they are there, the young squaddies who come in, then teach them to be corrupt. Because if you go upon certain operations, eventually they might teach them. Then teach young ones as soon as they come in how to be corrupt.
Yeah, because even if they depend on it taking and then collect some money, you know, then just give them money too.
And even if you and listen, you know, if you refuse, you'll be able to they will kill you, you know.
What do you mean?
They will kill you until you say gun go off and you get shot, you know.
Yeah, man.
Because them have to get rid of you because they realize, so listen, you're not play the same game with them a play. You're not interested, you have too much integrity.
And you know what right as well?
And it can't work here, so. It cannot work here, so. Why is this man still in the force? Dr. Kevin Blake. Because I know to listen to social media. Because sometimes that's when I get to do some to solve some cases.
Because
Dr. Kevin Blake. Assistant Superintendent Coolidge Minto. I know from what I've seen, I think this man is a very fair man. Because I've been watching him before he went to St. Elizabeth, and I'm like, this man look like a man of integrity. This man look like a man that is very disciplined. This man look corrupt. That is what I have always said to myself. I can be wrong. I don't know the character of the man, because looking at somebody, I really know their character might be different. But check out this DC. Because I know you must have heard his name by now. And as the Richie say, call. And if we can really and truly identify, say you, then we'll indicate exactly who the person is. You understand me? But it is sad that a mother is now in mourning. Now ever see her baby boy again. A child that she tried her best to grow up in the right way. And he's no longer alive. Because I want dirty DC and his son, who got in bed and sleep because they don't come with conscience. Because you have a nerve to say it wasn't your son that we were after. To have like a kind of nerve. But then again, sometimes we as a people, we give them too much power. Because one whole community, and let us say, a DC and 2 sons, one whole community.
Afraid of 2 man, or 3 man.
Man, maybe we need to start do some. You understand me? Maybe we need to start do some of that. Even though it is not right for you to take the law into your own hands. But sometimes when the police then now work fast and quick enough. But then again, that is the next problem. Who can you trust to say, listen, we are going to do this? And you don't care about your name. Because remember, the same thing why we didn't have slavery so long, you know?
Info.
Because everybody come together and plan, but one man decides saying, if you go tell background master, say, listen, them a plan this and them a plan that. And we turn in a slavery. And the same thing. People are afraid to stand up. Because they can't trust anybody. It is what it is. But it is sad. And I hope that this DC and him son, nobody rise, and then colleagues, the man then Kumbolo, nobody rise no more gun in a vineyard and terrorize the people up down there. But me then just make like a peace right now, man. Just call it squits between you and the young man. Because you try to kill him 2 times, you not catch him. You shoot 4 somebody. That means if you go back, if you go shoot him again, you shoot 2 more somebody. Or 6 somebody that. Because as the man said, guard up. That's why nothing not go on. But then shoot your brother in your foot. Or your son. When you go back, go shoot the other man in your foot. Just call it quits, the man. When you kill one woman innocent son, just say, I hit that. Would if it make we change it, my mindset, and make we move on to something else. You understand me? But to know that people are dying and shots are being fired. Because it's sometimes when you hear shots are fired in a vineyard, you want it for Christmas. Because it sound like, say, a fire rocket. Yeah. And so sometimes it sound like a fire rocket a bus. So I would hope that good sense will prevail in this DC and him son. And we say, alright, make a rest right there, son. But knowing the mindset that he has, he not going to rest right there, son. And that is sad. It is really sad, guys. And everybody seem to say, listen, me name the righteous, you know, me nah say nothing. Which we certainly understand. That is why I said that sometimes when people don't see my face, me afraid. One life me have. One life me no post. And me no come like this, and man will then shoot off them 2 times and then get away. Me no have no gathering and me no guard up. So I am a little afraid. That is why sometimes me no really go anywhere at night. Although even at day, you know, them a shoot people. And people get shot mistakenly. But my life is stay in one circle where I'm more comfortable. I don't venture too far with it. Because I don't know who I am among, the person that I'm among. So I turn in one little circle if I go somewhere. You understand me? I don't go a bar. I don't do that. I don't go parties. I don't do that. Because it's a dangerous time, a dangerous season, guys. And we have to be smart. Because it is what it is, so we just have to understand. So we have to just say, as the say go. And we just have to be smart and have to be careful. And protect one life that we have been blessed with. I say, because me not talk about man and woman story tonight, people don't realize that somebody rather silent. Make me that talk about man and woman story.
That's how that we know.
Me don't know, you know.
Yeah, nobody show know after me.
Me not show know what after you. I was but I can't tell me I talk because I'm not really saying nothing either.
No, they just go and preak and then call like yeah.
But why
not? Say nothing.
Me not blame. I don't blame on one bit, my guys. I don't blame on none at all. But as I said, somebody look like they call there like yeah when they say that because you know you're not now come out time out. Me talk till me throat dry.
Me just listen. Me I listen like them, you know.
Nothing to add. Nothing to take away.
Listen, tell all sitting need to do. Coolidge Minto. If you don't know DC, because we have in name, we just not call it. Call we and we get. And we tell you who. Since you don't know who. And maybe if you are listening to the station right now, maybe instead of right side there listening it and indeed they know a tremble. A him. I mean no say you know who.
Of course them know. That is the problem. A lot of police know exactly what is happening around them, you know. They know. But nobody wants to be man enough to stand up and say, alright, this is it and something needs to be done. Yeah, no, exactly, Mark. We don't need no curfew. Because curfew don't work. Because when man hears a curfew happen, man take up them foot and gone because then so when the police are coming a Vineyard because the mangroves, I would put mangroves down there. And mangroves man take.
Oh, that's
for road.
Near Black River.
Yeah, it's near Black River. Mangroves, because I in them place them plant weed too. And mangroves, man take. And I pay a foot bottom. So, who you going to go there for? It's not going to be there. The only people that are going to be there are the law-abiding citizens. Because they don't have no need to run. Because they're not involved in nothing. So, me say it all the while. Curfews don't work. And I say the same thing. When SOEs started, it worked. It no longer works. Because as soon as they hear say, right, SOE or the X place, everybody just move out of X place and go down a Y. And as soon as the curfew over, then they come back. Because remember, you know, a lot of criminals get to meet other criminals when they go in a prison and jail, you know. And when man got jail, depending on the crime, they might not keep in a theme parish. They might come go to next parish. So when you go there, you go meet up on some other man in the jail where tuggy. And they make link and connection. So you know, so listen, anything will happen. I know so I can go to Clarendon. Anything will happen. I can left Clarendon and go to St. James because I know so I have
Jolly Sylvia,
I have a base down there. Understand me?
He might make some tight link in a jail.
Yes, every time see me some tuggy
yeah, man,
and cuff with.
When cuff on with.
You understand me? So, man and man meet in a jail. So as soon as a curfew or SOE is launched, man just move. Because what I've been told is that even when these things happen, man no longer walk with them gun, you know. Because them know so they have gun locked down at X place already. Them brethren have irons on their way upon them. And just so they move around. You understand me? So if a man, not most of them where curfews and SOEs are happen, man now walk with him gun. Because he knows how what him go make the link that the man they already have irons on their weight. So you don't need to walk with him. Because I meet him at prison and they become friends.
Oh, you mean from district to district or parish to parish?
Yeah. So it just crazy. It just crazy. Something needs to happen. And when the police then shoot them, then in the come. Even though the police also have to be controlled, it is a balancing act.
I remember saying no.
It is a balancing act.
Police, if you don't put no gauge for police, you know, then get
a problem. That's what I'm saying. So in the come also has to be there now to create the balance because we shoot innocent people too, you know. If the man one man have a beef, sometimes they shoot all man over woman. The man one man have a beef and they shoot a man. You understand me? So in the come also has to play a role. It is, as I said, it's a balancing act because you can't allow police to run rogue. Because if police run rogue, innocent people would also be killed. Because if they don't like them, they'll just kill them. And it's just as simple as that. But I don't know how this crime situation is going to be addressed. Because just like when my namesake says, Lorna says, we do have a lot to say, but it's just falling on deaf ears. We just feel helpless. There is no one listening. So we who did not study crime, right? We never studied it. So some of them don't want to hear nothing from we. It's just like when engineer going to one place, if you go do some work, and the people must say, no, you can't cut the road there, so.
Because of flood water.
Right, and they say what? Him no want to hear nothing because he's engineer. It's the same thing.
I'm trained, you're not.
Exactly.
And by the time you put it in, you
whole community underwater.
They need to sit like that at St. Thomas and remember the amount of sun and
it is,
in the church.
And not St. Thomas alone, then do it everywhere. That happened in Bull Bay. But then do it everywhere because I remember recently since them do the new highway, the Williamsfield leg, I think it was a place named Tollgate. That the people were saying that no, you can't do that. And then by the time they do it someplace we never flood out yet. Underwater. Because them don't want to hear and don't understand that if you just listen sometimes to the little man has so much to say. He might can't speak, he spoke and use certain terminology and certain word, but listen and pick his sense out of nonsense so that the old people always say. But them don't want to do that.
Because you have some people, some of the same regular run-of-the-mill people have good suggestions.
Of course. And they will we are idiot. And they will we are idiot, Even though I never go to school go study certain things, and they will we are idiot.
They have some good suggestions, and they know why you're not from them, the people.
So Lam Geoffrey says maybe the best thing to do is to reinstate the capital punishment and life imprisonment for illegal guns. Oh boy, the capital punishment is something else that will never be reinstated. You know why? Because we're depending on the powers who dictating to us that it can't work, but in their country they still do it. So that will not in this lifetime or any lifetime soon will capital punishment be reinstated. Because the persons who are giving us grants and stuff like that are not for capital punishment, but yet still in their country in some states and other places they still do it, but we can't. Life imprisonment for illegal guns. But remember that even that recently the assistant DPP was asking for the lawyers to tell their clients that if you give up guns and give up gunmen, your prison sentence will be reduced. So in terms of life imprisonment for illegal guns, if you are caught with an illegal gun and you say, listen, me know X amount of gun there, me know so and so there, and your lawyer tells that to the DPP, then your sentence will be reduced.
If then go find none. And not you giving information.
No, right, but they're saying that it is not necessarily just guns, but information that is pertinent information. If you give that, then your sentence will be reduced. So if you were supposed to even face life imprisonment, then you're going to get a reduced sentence.
For 99 years?
I don't know. Capital punishment is of a past in Jamaica. Yes, it will never happen again. It is still on the books, but it can't happen. So every time I hear the DPP come and talking about, we're going to request, please. Just trying to what she said about the public's conscience, appease the public's conscience. That she loves to say that. It will not happen. It is a thing of the past. No more capital punishment will ever happen on this rock. It must be somewhere else. But guys, something needs to be done. I don't know about you, but as a matter of fact, I should say most of us are tired. We're tired every day we get up and we hear say X amount of people die. It's frustrating, it's tiring, you're fed up, you're upset. There are so many different emotions that you pass through every day. Jamaica is such a nice place. And right now, I wish I can stump on my veranda. We shouldn't even need grill. The time's so hot. We shouldn't have to lock up in a hot house. If you don't have AC and fan, and in a hot house, the fan blow hot here. If you don't have AC, you're in trouble. You understand? We shouldn't be able to sit down on a veranda, or you sit down outside under one tree, and maybe two friends out there with you, and you play like a domino, or you play like a ludo, or you play some card. You understand me? That is what we should be able. Because Jamaica is a paradise. But a paradise is a lot of pest. So because of that now we can't enjoy nothing at all. So as I said, I am watching now to see that the police, that the curfew has ended and they're leaving out of, and they have left, not leaving, but have left out of Vineyard. What is this DC and his cronies going to do? What is he going to do? Because as one of the gang named the Wildlife Gang. And that Wildlife Gang is based in Mango Walk, where the son was shot in his leg.
I want to know though. Then gang, who named them? Oh, they know say so their name. They walk around in a t-shirt with the name of them gang and they go get it registered. Because me live in that area to where me hear say so and so gang did it. I never hear about them yet.
Until the police say it.
Yeah. Say they
I have boss. I have lead and lieutenants and all kinds of stuff. It is. No, but it is always supposing to me hear someone is on nickname. And when me hear some name for some gang, Hans Passy. I say, who conceptualize this? Who should them really come up with this? Wildlife Gang. And you hear some name and you have to wonder. It is just crazy, but it is what it is. But I don't if we have to reach 80s levels, no, we can't do that. We can't manage that. Did you see the video the other day with the man eating the man? You saw that video? We don't want to get to 80 stage. So each of us in our own little corner maybe just need to try to do what we can to see how best we can help to cut off the head of the arm of this monster. Because I don't know about you, and as I said, not let me say I don't know about you. We have all had enough. People overseas want to come back home. People there and decide they don't want to leave, want to live in a comfort and want to just enjoy the blessing that we have. The sun. We have one single climate for the whole year.
One season.
One dege season for the whole year. And it's beautiful. One set of clothes we need to buy. We don't need to buy 4 different set of clothes. One season. I would love to enjoy. But we can't. Good night, Milton, my darling. Happy to see you. So, I realize that a lot of you have gotten quiet. Which I understand. Certain things you don't want to comment and you just say, listen, hold the comment there and you think about it and you just say, make it stay right there. So. And I understand. Because sometimes we don't know who else is coming on. And some of us right names are used. So I understand. So guys, we talk till my throat dry. So now I need to drink a Vitamalt and see if I can get back. So I need to make it go on one before it get later. Something I chat too much? Okay.
Most time I chat too much, so I just shut my mouth.
Okay. You just at that stage tonight. Yep. It's one of those nights. So again guys, it was nice meeting you all. I never said good night to. I said Lauren and Mark. Delos, my darling, how are you? Brittany, hi my baby. Who else? Richard, good night Richard. I'm just saying good night before we go. Errol, Michelle, good night. Keisha, that New Vision. Is there anybody that I didn't done it? I just trying to go back. Omar J. Some of you guys I didn't get to address your questions or your comments. My apologies. Jennifer, Jen, Marie Forever. Okay. Guys, it was wonderful talking to you again. Paul, hello my darling. And hopefully we'll be able to meet again on Monday. Sharon, good night my beautiful sister. Janoy, you know, I know you know sending invite for me come on Mandeville. But everything good still. May I still brethren. I just one of them thing there. Mikisha Graham, Sandra Levy, who else? Did I overlook anybody? My darling sweet Rob, Sashana, Carrie. Alright. So guys, as me always say, walk good and take care of yourself. And if you're not going to the party, just be careful. Oh, Lorna says, what time is the start time? Well, Lorna, we try to start at 8:30 because we know that a lot of people are overseas and like we're 1 hour behind for persons in the US. And if you're in the UK, you're 6 hours ahead of us. So we try to start at 8:30. 1G Cruise Line crew here on Sea Life. Alright, happy to see you. Chan Kitty. It was so peaceful. Now it's gone back to where it once was. Yes. We can enjoy the sun but not the beach. I tell you. And the sun we get in Brittany, oh my God, the days they hot. Today was like scorching. It was extremely hot. Like the sun just opened right over our head today. But still giving praise and thanks because I see some places like Kenya and some places were under Russia and I think Ukraine were under some serious water. They might get some serious flood. So even though we not get no rain and the place dry and hot, boy, them flood the way I get, we don't really want them flood right now. Trust me. Roderick, good night, my darling. Verona, good night. So, guys, as I said, what good? Take care of yourself. Enough love, respect, and blessing. And remember, we have a WhatsApp group that you can join the WhatsApp group because sometimes we have, yes, Lauren, at 8:30 Jamaica time, because sometimes we have some videos that we get. Because you have some people love gruesomeness, you know. I am not really a fan of it. But you have some videos that we get sometimes that we share over there that some people want to see. Or if you have videos that you want to share with us, it's just that we have to get the videos first. You have to send us the videos first. Because the reason why I had to stop allowing people to just post, people start complaining, so people are full up them phone and all kinds of stuff. So we try not to do too much posting of and stuff on the channel, but we do. So if you have not yet joined up, please join the WhatsApp group. Miss Perfectly Perfect, thanks for taking the time to go live today. Thank you, my darling, for being here with us, and have yourself, guys, a wonderful and awesome weekend. And I'll be back again tomorrow, regular, putting out of the news and stuff. But we try to do a little chatting on Mondays and Fridays. And for the persons who always said that, okay, we want to be a part of this, yes, as I said, we need a piece of equipment that we want to, we need to purchase so that we can facilitate the calls without having this well-upon feedback and all kinds of stuff. So we're trying to work on that part of it. So, Suchman, what is the name of your channel? Good night, Suchman. It is Jamaica Breaking News Network, JBNN. And I am Michelle Jones. And my sidekick tonight is Richie. Thank you very much, Lorna, my darling. Have yourselves, guys, a wonderful weekend. Enough love, enough blessings. Richie, tell the people I'm still gone.
Big up on yourself, everybody. Whole heap of love. Who have a lot of rain? Which part that?
Brittany, which part you have the rain? They send some country. We don't want to flood rains. But we just want some rain for cool on the place because the place is extremely dry. It go then I have no grass eat. It then I have no grass eat. I don't know where in Jamaica is getting rain right now. But where I'm at, I'm not getting a stitch. So guys, pull on the head now. Keep on the head. Be careful where you go. Make sure you check your surroundings and exactly what is happening there. For those who love to go party, because you know some people love to go party, just be careful. Stay in some areas where you know there's too much in a limelight. Say if you see certain movements are going, you know, so let's see if you take away yourself or you go find a corner to go hide yourself. So Adriel Williams says night. Such man, okay, you listen to us and okay. Oh, happy to hear that. So guys, mwah, enough love.
Well, you love everybody.
And we'll meet again. Richie, when you send the lost when you send me the invitation. You must have lost send a fat man come again.
Oh,
yeah, come go on like, you know. How you going?
Hey, Dallas, look, man. Me send back that, man. Me send back that, brother.
You send back to
me send back that, brother.
Back to send that, Dallas.
Me send back that. In the name of Jesus, I rebuke it. Put it in your pocket.
Oh, I didn't remember that. Dallas was asking, you know, before I go that when in terms of the wedding, because him send a nice young lady to you. Because him say, you know, okay, such guy, thank you very much. Him just listen, boy, Richie, low on this, so he must send a live blanket, can't give Richie, but the last Richie said,
Me not more to say, no,
Richie said that one day, he had not so big Dallas, he can't manage.
that, Delos. Me send back that to you. In the name of Jesus, I rebuke you. Keep that one there.
Oh my God. Boy, that's the one that they real, the one that big. You can't manage him. I'm a friend. And I would never tell him to take up the challenge. The challenge is too much, too big for him, Delos. He can't manage the one day. So, back to sender, Delos. Okay, Brittany, my darling, thank you very much. And have yourselves, guys, a wonderful weekend with yours, whoever that is. And just be safe. And remember, if you have anything to reach out to us, remember we're available on WhatsApp. So you can reach us on WhatsApp and you can, talk to me. If there's something that you want to talk to me about, alright? That you don't want everybody else to hear. So again, good night, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for your love. Thank you again. Remember to share the channel. Remember to like up the video and share it. Hello. Please to like the video before you go. Please to like up the video before you go. And tell somebody about the channel. Because we're trying to reach 300,000. We're almost there. We have a little bit of way to go. But we want to get to 300,000 before the month ends. Alright? Lana, don't make Richie get started. So before Richie gets started, Lana, my darling, be safe. Alright? And enough love, respect, and blessings. Have yourselves, guys, a wonderful weekend. Remember to like the video. Virgil Rashida, you'll be safe to my darling. I've never seen this name before. Yeah, welcome to the channel. If you're here for the first time or you're a silent